Yo, what's going on, everybody? Back to Talk Yo Talk. It's been a while. You with Justin Henry and Marcus Graves, and it's been a while for good reason. Marcus, tell the people where you've been at, man.
Yes, sir, man. Just had my first child, man. My daughter Kaylee was born like last week, so I kind of been off the grid for a little bit, but back in action, man. Thankfully everything's healthy, wife's healthy, so we all good, man.
First time father, you love to see it, dog. Well, congratulations. And then obviously, we got to get back to the hoop, get back to the football. It's time. It's been a while since last time we were on, though, man. And we got to talk about our records, obviously. 7-8 in our last pick-up, man. So hopefully we can rebound through week
Yeah,
13, not week 11, week 13. I still got a 4-game advantage, so we got a lot of
yeah,
time left, but we got games to talk about, bro. And there's been a lot that's changed in the NFL since you and I talked. Some starting quarterback changes. Desmond Ritter's expected to start coming off of the bye. We've had Deshaun Watson come into the fold. Some of these quarterbacks we've seen get injured. We saw Jimmy Garoppolo out, so Brock Purdy starting for the Niners. And we've also seen some teams start to really play well, too, and really excel, including a couple teams we're going to talk about here in just a minute. So let's head to this first game. And obviously we talked about quarterback changes for the first game, man. But the Raiders are playing the Rams, and it's one of the very rare times where we actually get to cover a Thursday night game beforehand. The Raiders, man, obviously playing a little bit better, winning some football, but the Rams they did something. Baker Mayfield got released, and he got signed, man. First of all, give me your thoughts on Baker Mayfield, and then talk about the game real quick.
man. I got words. For the Rams, the Panthers, these guys that keep giving Baker Mayfield a chance, man. When are we gonna just understand that Baker Mayfield is not a good quarterback, bro? Like, when are we gonna talk about it, bro? Because we keep giving this guy chance after chance after chance. I get he was number one pick. People think he's got potential still. I'm not seeing it, bro. It's a wrap for him. It's a wrap.
It's a
And
wrap?
we got to be honest, bro. Like, he's just not a good quarterback. It's plain and simple. He's not a good quarterback. And there's guys out there that are just plain and simple better. Like,
Why does he keep getting chances? Like, why do you think he keeps getting new opportunities? Rams picking him up now. Like, why do you think he's getting chances,
I
bro?
mean, that number one pick goes a long way. I don't know. I truly cannot tell you why he gets chance after chance after chance. Like, answer me this, bro. Cam Newton's out there. I'm taking Cam Newton 10 times out of 10 over Baker Mayfield.
I don't know why Cam hasn't been picked up. We ain't gonna talk about that yet. But I
Yeah.
don't know why Cam didn't get picked up by the Niners. Like, to me,
There's
that was
just
a perfect fit.
there's so many guys, man, that are just better than him. And like, we see this like year after year, quarterbacks just keep getting chance after chance. Carson Wentz, trash. Like, come on, man. We got to stop giving these quarterbacks just chances. Like, they just gotta
Well,
figure
let
it
me
out.
ask you this though, because Baker was in the playoffs. What, 2 years ago it was? And he took
Yeah,
that Cleveland team. They were okay. He played well. He had the shoulder problem, obviously, when Odell was there. Then fell out of favor. Went to Carolina. Couldn't prove himself. Like, are we being too hard on him? Should we give
absolutely
him?
not,
He's
bro.
young.
Bro, Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb both had 1,000 yards rushing. Come on, man. You had two Pro Bowl receivers that had asked their way out of Cleveland because Baker Mayfield couldn't get in the rock. Jarvis Landry got out of Cleveland. Odell Beckham begged his way out of Cleveland. Like, come on, man. These are two Pro Bowl receivers that you couldn't even get the ball in slants. Like,
Yo, Cleveland had to take a 5th round or 6th round pick, whatever it was, and pay the Carolina Panthers to take him, and
oh
they
my
still
gosh.
cut him.
It
They
was like, just
still cut
think
him.
about it, bro. Like, the Browns started the year last year with Odell Beckham. People were like, man, Odell is trash, man. Like, where's Odell at? He gets cut, goes to the Rams, and now Odell looking like, man, we want Odell. Odell's taking visit after visit now.
Chilling
So
courtside with Dallas.
so who's the issue, bro? Like, come on, what
Yeah.
are we talking about, man?
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Baker Mayfield, to me, I don't really want to give him another chance. But going to a team like the Rams, this is a chance to prove himself. So if he's trash, he's trash. Like,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, he'll have a chance. He's better than what the Rams have right now. Let's put it that way. Who do you think wins the game, my man? Raiders and Rams.
I'm taking Raiders, man. Yeah, I'm taking the Raiders. Playing some good football right now. Finally saw a Chandler Jones sighting. So yeah, I'm taking the Raiders.
Do you think Baker plays this game?
I think he does. John Wolford's he's questionable with the neck injury. I don't know if the playbook will be super simplified, but
Basic.
Yeah, I think he does play though.
I got the Raiders too, man. It will. I think Baker does play at least a few snaps, whether it's early in the game, later in the game. I think we see him on the field. Should be interesting for the home team, the Rams. There, Jets are playing the Bills, and in a division matchup, must-win game, really for the Jets with the way Dolphins and Bills been playing. Who you got?
Man, I'm taking the Jets. I'm taking
No,
the
you're
Jets. No, I'm not. I'm playing. I'm taking the Bills, man. This one's easy, man. I'm taking the Bills.
Yeah. This is easy. I'm going with the Bills too. Any thoughts on Mike White and his role? Like, do you think a couple losses would bring Zach Wilson in, or do you think he's locked in as a starter?
I think Mike White's locked in, bro. I think it's too hard to go back to Zach Wilson, especially with how these guys are backing him, bro. Like Garrett Wilson comes out and says, "Man, I'm riding with Mike White." Like, for your star receiver to come out and say that about your backup quarterback, I think it's hard to go back to Zach Wilson.
Bro, the whole team had Mike White shirts.
That's White.
Lit. That's lit, bro. But the thing is, play matters. So the team can be excited and get behind them, but if they start losing, it may come back down to Zach Wilson. So I don't think it happens this year, but there's a possibility. If this team loses a few more games in a row, it'll go back to him.
I think Mike White will play his way into that starting role because if you look at the next 4 weeks, they play against like bottom tier pass defenses. I forget, I can't name them off right now, but I was looking at their schedule yesterday. So I think he'll play well and be a proven starter.
Yeah, I think you got to go with the Bills in this one, and they'll I think they'll handle business. This won't even be close, in my opinion. At home, they're gonna take care of their opponent, man. Browns at Bengals, and we saw Deshaun Watson return last week. It was ugly.
Give me the thoughts, bro. Give me the thoughts.
It was you know what, Deshaun, man, 2 years off of football, brand new offense in a heavy run scheme offense there. Plus, this division is no slouch. Like, this ain't the AFC South, right? With these soft-ass defenses. This is the AFC North, the Steelers, the Bengals, the Browns, the Ravens. Like, this is a tough division that plays outdoors. This ain't all comfy for Deshaun Watson, and his throws right now are terrible. They're all nosediving, man. A sign of a quarterback who's rusty. I'm not trusting Deshaun Watson in any fantasy format, nor do I think that the Browns are going to be winning games. You were actually onto something, bro. You talked about starting Jacoby Brissett instead. Like, this team is not going to be winning football games, so this is just a trial period right now for Deshaun. He's trash right now, and I got to call it what it is. And I'm a Deshaun Watson fan of his play, obviously.
They should have lost last weekend. The defense and special teams didn't have 3 touchdowns.
It's carried.
Crazy.
But yeah, I'm rocking with the Bengals in this one. I don't think it's I think it might be closer than I'm giving credit for, but that's just because of the run game.
I think the Bengals smack them, bro.
Smack them?
Yeah, I think the Bengals get up, and then the Browns have to get away from the run game. So I think it gets ugly.
I don't know if it gets ugly. Sometimes those division games get funny, man. You know what is going to get ugly? This Cowboys-Texans game. And I mean, we don't even really got to talk about it, really. But I think the one thing we can agree on is that this Cowboys team's for real, Marcus.
Absolutely. Super Bowl contender, man. And hate to say it because I'm not a Cowboys guy, man. Never been a Cowboys fan. But legit Super Bowl contender. Both sides of the ball are lethal. And if they sign Odell, a healthy Odell, it could get ugly, bro. It could get ugly.
Now, tell me this. What's your thoughts on the defense? Like, is that the reason you got it, or is it just the offense, the way it's looking? Like, what's your thoughts overall on like the biggest difference with this team versus the normal Cowboys teams?
I think the normal Cowboys teams have been one-sided. Like, they've either had a good defense or a good offense, and I think that this defense, like, they can win football games in multiple ways. They can win on the defensive side of the ball where they just, it's a 16-10 type game, 17-10 type game. Or we can see a game like last week where they put up, 45, 50 points. And obviously the defense put up some points as well. But, they can win in multiple ways, man. And they're getting healthy. Getting healthy. Tyron Smith coming back. Offensive line getting healthy. Yeah, man, it's getting scary.
Dallas is a legit threat to win the Super Bowl. And I normally wouldn't say that about a Dallas-led team. Like, I'm a Dallas hater myself as a Niner fan, but this team's legit. It's the defense, the run game, like explosive with Tony Pollard, and then you get the veteran presence there with Zeke. Dak has settled into his role. He's not on that injury anymore. The receiving game is getting healthy.
Michael
There's
Gallup
a lot to
looking good.
like. Gallup's looking good. Like
Yeah.
this entire team, and it's led by like an MVP candidate himself in Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a game changer. And I don't think that like people think this is the same Dallas team. This Dallas team never had a Micah Parsons. You can call DeMarcus Ware. You can call on all those other guys for the Cowboys in recent memory. They haven't had a Micah Parsons.
Yeah, man. It's looking scary, bro. What I saw from them when I was watching them last week, man, I was like, damn, they're legit, bro.
This might be like a 30-point win for them again against the Texans.
Yeah.
The Texans with their 1 win and 1 tie. Vikings and Lions. Vikings and Lions must-see TV? Is that what we calling this now?
This is the game of the week.
It might be. It might be.
I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now. Detroit Lions are going to the playoffs. They
what?
Are going to the playoffs, man. I'm not going to say they're going to run the table, but they're winning at least 4 out of 5 to end the season.
They 5-7 right now, dog.
They're winning 4 out of 5. 9-8 will get them in the playoffs.
You think the Detroit Lions are going to pull off the comeback of the century and make the playoffs?
Detroit Lions are making the playoffs this year. I'm calling it right now. December 8th, 2022, the Detroit Lions are making the playoffs.
Ain't no way in hell they make the playoffs, dog. Ain't no way, bro. The Lions, I think you feed into that early season, that Hard Knocks, Dan Campbell, Jamal Williams, passionate tears. That's what you feeding into.
Man, this team should be 8-4, 7-5, bro. Like, they've lost multiple games by late field goals or one possession. Like, and they're finding their way, bro. The run game's coming along. Obviously, Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift is getting healthy. Jared Goff is looking solid. Jameson Williams is coming on. And this defense, bro, this defense is good. This defense is legit, man.
The defense is kind of trash. It's
all
right. It's all right.
The defense is coming
Aiden
along.
Hutchinson's playing well, though. He's a dog.
No, they started trash at the beginning of the season. They were giving them like 30 points a game. You look at them now, bro. They got a tough defense.
We're going to see about this defense against a tough Vikings team. I got the Vikings in this one. And Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins, I think they're going to do dirt against this Detroit Lions team. Even though they're not favored in this game, which is kind of crazy. It makes you think like the Lions are supposed to win this game. When the number is on the side that you don't agree with a lot of times, to me, it's kind of surprising to see the Lions are the favorites here. But I got the Vikings in this one. All right, Jags-Titans. This is an ugly game. We ain't got to spend too much time on these two teams, dog. Trevor Lawrence a little bit banged up. Who you liking this one?
I like the Titans. No reason, really.
Yeah, I got the Jags. No reason, really. we do not got to spend a whole lot of time on this game. I think the Jags at least cover, probably win the game outright too.
Yeah.
Eagles and Giants, man, and this is a tough division. Like, we just had a division matchup there that was ugly. This is actually a really good division matchup, kind of underrated. You think the Eagles go in there and do what they've been doing all season and beat the Giants?
Oh, man, I think I'm going to take the Giants, and I think because it's a must. This is a must-win game for the Giants, bro. Like, they got to stay in playoff contention. They've lost a couple, or like 2 out of 3, I think it is. And, you know, Saquon's been kind of struggling the last couple of games, been averaging like 2.5 yards a carry the last 3 games. So I think Giants got to get back on track, and I think they'll be motivated because this is a must-win for real.
Yeah. Only thing is, this kind of reminds me of when your worst weakness is your opponent's strength, and that's the passing game for the Giants, and then just the defense overall for the Eagles. I just don't know how the Giants keep up points-wise with the Eagles, man. Give me the Eagles in this one. I think they roll, even on the road. Ravens-Steelers, a lot of division matchups this week. Ravens-Steelers, normally a historic game, but we got Kenny Pickett and we got Tyler Huntley starting this week, so definitely not the same Ravens-Steelers we're used to. Who do you got winning?
I'm taking the Ravens still. I think Tyler Huntley is probably the best back in the league, in my opinion. He's a legit quarterback, man. I think he'll be a starter next year, but that's besides the point. I like the Ravens. I think the defense wins them this game.
Give me the Steelers in this one. And everybody, I just did a post. Somebody was talking about Tyler Huntley is a better passer than Lamar Jackson.
Stop it.
I could go on a whole ass rant right now. It'd be like 30 minutes, but I'm just going to hold my tongue. I'm going to pick the Steelers and keep it moving.
Yeah.
All right, Chiefs-Broncos, man. Chiefs-Broncos in another division matchup, but this one is not particularly close.
Oh, man.
Oh, you got something, man. You got something. Get it off your chest because you got something there. I know that sound. Go ahead, Marcus.
Man, I'm tired of the Russell Wilson talk, man. Like, Russell Wilson's trash, bro. We got to call it what it is. He's trash.
He ain't trash, bro.
He's trash. He's playing like trash. Like he's playing like trash, and I think he has fooled a lot of us in the NFL. You know, watching industry. Like he's played. People based his first 10 years. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback, man. Like what we've seen from him, he's a bottom 10 quarterback in the league right now, in my opinion.
You got
like,
bottom 10.
Bottom 10. I'm taking a ton of quarterbacks over him.
We're going to name him. Hold on a second. We're going to name him, bro. We're going to name him. So we're gonna go through the list. Just say yes or no after him. All right? You ready?
That I'm taking. This is what. Yes, I'm taking him over him.
Yes, you taking him. Pat Mahomes.
Okay. Yes.
Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
Josh Allen.
Yes.
Joe Burrow.
Yes.
Justin Fields.
Yes.
Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
Geno Smith.
Yes.
Justin Herbert.
Yes.
Kyler Murray.
Yes.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yes.
Derek Carr.
Yes.
Kirk Cousins.
Yes.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
Jared Goff.
Yes.
Tom Brady.
Yes.
Daniel Jones.
No. I won't go that far.
Ryan Tannehill.
Yes, I'm taking Ryan Tannehill.
Oh, so you got, what was it? Was that 20? Oh, I forgot. Dak.
Yes.
Stafford.
Yes.
Mike White.
I'm taking Mike White.
No, ain't no way you taking Mike White over Russ.
Come on, man. I'm taking Mike White. Easy.
You taking Mike White over Russ, bro?
Yes, bro. I'm taking Mike White.
Brock Purdy.
I haven't seen enough.
Tyler Huntley.
Tyler Huntley. I'm taking Tyler Huntley, bro. He beat
over
him last
Russ.
Week. He beat him last week.
Come on, dog.
Bro,
the defense won.
Bro, is the Broncos defense not better than the Ravens defense?
They about even. You right. They about even.
Okay, he beat him last week, bro.
But my thing with Russ is I think that he's came to a new offense. He's trying to get acclimated.
No, bro. It's week 14. No.
They ain't got no O-line. Like, the O-line is trash.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, Russell Wilson. Everybody gives every damn excuse in the world, bro. It is week 14, and you're supposed to be a Hall of Fame quarterback. Figure it out. They are on pace to be the worst offense in the NFL since the 2000 Cleveland Browns, bro.
He's on pace for 12 touchdowns.
Like, come on, bro. You're getting paid $250 million, and you're going to be the worst offense since 2000?
So let me ask this, because he had that hot start, right, at the beginning of what? It was not last season, the season before, where he was super hot, and then he fell off. Do you think that he just fell off completely after that point? Or do you think there's something else going on with him? Because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, he stopped running. The offense hasn't looked good, whether he's in Seattle or now. It's been the offensive line excuse there and in Denver. The run game excuse. Like, there's a lot of excuses for Russ. Is it just he fell off?
I think when you look back at them Seahawks teams, bro, like, he was set up for success. Like, and now that we see Geno Smith in that position, like, Geno did not look like this when he was with the Chargers, when he was with the Jets, like all these teams, he did not look like this. So you start wondering, man, is it a system thing? And I was talking with some people a couple days ago, man. Like, if Russell Wilson retired today, is he a Hall of Fame quarterback? Solidified, first ballot. I say no.
Maybe not first ballot. That would be a questionable first ballot, but he's in the Hall of Fame.
I don't think he is. Why?
How? He got to be in the Hall of Fame. Super Bowl.
Because he won a Super Bowl?
Yeah, because he got a Super Bowl. He never got an MVP.
He had one of the best defenses of all time.
They was ready to put Tony Romo in the Super Bowl. They're probably going to put Phillip Rivers in the Hall of Fame. They're going to put Matt Ryan in the Hall of Fame. So we got to put, if them guys are getting in, Russ is getting in. I don't care. Russ got a Super Bowl and been to multiple Super Bowls.
He had one of the best defenses of all time.
I don't care. Give me Russ, man. Russ over Matt Ryan.
Is Joe Flacco Hall of Famer?
Nah, but Joe Flacco ain't Russell Wilson.
He had a Super Bowl.
Russell Wilson also had decent seasons. Like, we gotta call it what it is, though, too. Russ was also at one point one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Like, he was. The fall off is here, though.
The fall off is crazy. Like, come on,
fall
bro.
off is here.
He is committing highway bank robbery right now.
So you got the Broncos in this one, right?
Hell no. Give me the Chiefs.
Chiefs all day.
Yeah.
All day. Buccaneers at Niners, and this is interesting. With Brock Purdy led 49ers at home against the Bucks. Tom Brady come back to the Bay Area and get a win?
Nah, man. I think this Niners team. I'm taking Brock Purdy, man. I like what I saw last week. And I think the Niners defense is just too much for the Bucks.
You know, it's funny because if the Bucks would have lost that game on Monday night,
Yeah.
I would have picked the Bucks because it would have been a must-win game. But because they won, even though they're 6-7 right now, winning the division, they're up by a game and a half. So it's not a must-win game. Give me the Niners in this one. Moving on, talking about Geno and Baker Mayfield, Panthers and Seahawks. Here we are. Seahawks at home against the Panthers, only 3.5-point favorites. Curious there. Who do you like?
Man. Give me the Seahawks. Give me the points too. Jesus.
Yeah. That's easy.
Yeah.
I don't know, 3.5? That's low.
Vegas might know something. I don't know.
They always do. They always do. They know more than us. The real game of the week here, Dolphins and Chargers. Well, maybe not because the Chargers ain't holding their end of the bargain, but Dolphins and Chargers here. Mike Williams, I don't think he's expected to return. He's getting in some limited work, so he may be available. Dolphins coming off a loss in the Niners. Dolphins pull this one off, or you riding with your boys?
Man, it's so tough.
Long way away from them 13-4.
You know what I'm gonna say, man? I'm gonna take the Chargers because this is why, man. The Chargers lose when teams just run the ball, and the Dolphins, they run the ball, but they don't want to run the ball, and I think that's kind of plays into the Chargers' favor. You see, going back to last year with the Chiefs, man, the Chargers always play that too high safety look, so they're not going to get beat deep by Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. Everything's going to be underneath, and that plays kind of into that defense's favor. So I'm going to take the Chargers, man. I'm going to take the Chargers. I got words for the Chargers front office, man. I'm disappointed.
Well, you can continue after I dropped my Dolphins pick, and Derwin James banged up too. This is gonna hurt this team. I like the Dolphins, and I also think that this might be the game where Brandon Staley gets his job called for. I think this is a blowout game for the Dolphins that almost pushes the Chargers out of playoff contention. At home on Sunday Night Football. I think even though they're a home dog, normally I like home dogs in prime time. That's normally the wave. Give me the Dolphins in this one easily. I think the Dolphins rebound, clear, show why they're one of the better teams in the AFC this weekend.
Yeah, man. This is my thing with the Chargers, man. This is what I like about Brandon Staley. I like the aggressiveness. I like him going for 4-on-4 downs. I like him riding for his players, talking great about his players and all that. That's cool. At some point, bro, you have to just play to your players' strengths, bro. You have to play like you got all these big names: Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Justin Herbert, Eckler, and Justin Herbert, bro, is a bottom 10 quarterback in yards per attempt. Like we don't push the ball down the field. We don't put. I watch all these other quarterbacks, man. It just makes me so upset, bro. Like,
do you think that's an issue with like the injuries though? Because the Chargers, I will give them that. Even though there's a lot of excuses, we always got excuses for Brandon Staley and Justin Herbert. Is it the injuries this year?
Sure, you definitely can say it's the injuries, but it's also the play calling. Like, you definitely can maneuver ways to get Justin Herbert outside the pocket to protect the offensive line and push the ball down the field. Like, we're throwing dinks and dunks, screen passes, run plays. It's so predictable, and we're not like you get into these situations where now it's 3rd and 14, 3rd and 15, and you're not going to win that way. And then the defense gets right back on the field, and it's run play after run play after run play. And oh man, I'm tired of watching it, bro. I'm tired of watching it, man.
Look, this team's too talented to be struggling the way they are, and for us to be talking about them with the losing record potentially after this week, it's because 6-6, right? Like, it's ugly right now in Chargerville, and Brandon Staley, man, if he can't turn this thing around, I think there's gonna be a lot of people calling for his head.
This is my issue. Like, you look at teams, the Bills, Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs connection is unreal. Bengals, Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase is unreal. Like, some Kirk Cousins even to Justin Jefferson. Like, these quarterbacks and these offensive coordinators force feed these receivers, and it's almost like we got Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. It's like it's such a struggle just to get them the ball, and to me that's play calling. That's not. It's not because these guys can't get open. I think they're not putting them in a position to get them easy routes, easy catches to get them.
I mean, we've seen what he did on 4th and 13. Keenan Allen's over there catching whatever, just throw it his way. We know what kind of receiver he is. The only thing is he doesn't look like he's fully back yet. It looks like he's like 75%, 80%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's true, and obviously he's getting doubled, but I don't know, man. I haven't put it out there because I've been trying to hold back on it, but
Yeah.
I'm officially on the Sean Payton wave.
Are you?
I'm on the Sean Payton.
So if
wave,
he wants to come there, you're all aboard.
I'm all for it, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
Sean Payton to the Chargers. I love it. I would love to have that conversation because I think that would unlock that Chargers team. No
Absolutely.
cap.
Absolutely.
Patriots at Cardinals in the game nobody wants to watch. Patriots Cardinals. Who you liking this one?
Oof. I'm gonna take the Cardinals. I think. Yeah. I don't know why, but I'm gonna take the Cardinals.
Yeah, I got the Cardinals coming off the bye. I feel like they want this game more than the Pats need it, but the Cardinals feel like they probably want this game more. At home, this is a home dog I like. Give me the Cardinals in this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. So we obviously we got to get back into NBA talk here very soon. Something to note though, I was talking about Kobe the other day, bro.
Yeah.
On online. I want to get your opinion on Kobe, man, because I feel like as time has gone on, we don't show the older players the respect that we should. Kobe Bryant's outside of a lot of people's top 10. Is he outside of your top 10? As a hooper, as somebody who plays the game, is he outside of your top 10 first?
Absolutely not. No, he's in my top 5. He's solidified in my top 5.
And it's crazy that people put him outside their top 10, but a lot of it's analytic based. And I think we can do a whole nother show on this. But do you think that analytics right now are kind of ruining NBA history? I'm getting to that point now where I think analytics are starting to play too much of a role in how we evaluated past talent. As somebody who plays the game, how do you feel about analytics and just representing how we evaluate players?
I mean, I get the analytics, man. I get it, man. I understand that it has some type of value, but I think when you just go straight analytics, I think it's bullshit to me. I think as a hooper, you gotta like when you just see somebody that's like, man, he's a hooper. You just see it. Like part of it is obviously the numbers and statistics and percentages and all that. That's cool. But at the end of the day, bro, like when you see a hooper, you see a hooper. And for me, I think sometimes teams get in trouble looking too much into analytics and, oh, man, he's so good in this spot, and this spot, and this spot. Like, nah, bro. Just give me dudes that's ready to hoop and that's going to show up in crunch time moments. And that's the teams that's usually at the top of the standings.
Bro, it's crazy to me how that's kind of came about, man, because Kobe was always viewed, at least when I was growing up, he was always viewed as like the GOAT next to Jordan. Like it was either MJ or Kobe. And now all of a sudden to see like his career trajectory is not even over like guys like Larry Bird, no diss to Larry Bird in his game, but Kobe is a tier above those guys. It's just It's kind of wild to me.
Yeah, no, for me, bro, I think Kobe's in my top 5. My top 5 changes a lot. It's so hard to just solidify top 5, but he's in that top 5 conversation for me, definitely. It's no disrespect to those guys, like you said, Larry Bird and those guys, like obviously great players, but we're talking about guys that changed the game.
Kobe changed the game. People forget that.
Guys that you watch the game today and like you see, man, he stole that move from Kobe. Like those are the guys for me in my eyes that you're like, oh, he's got to be top 5, easy.
Facts.
I watched DeMar DeRozan, bro. I'm like, damn,
that is Kobe. Like that's he's trying. That's the same thing. The same thing Kobe did with MJ. You could tell DeMar did that with Kobe.
Easy. So man. I think it's also like it's sad to say, but just because like obviously due to his passing, like Kobe is not here to talk about that. About that top 5 conversation. Talk about like it's almost like he's forgotten in the conversation because he's not bringing it up. You see Mike. Obviously, people ask Michael Jordan about it a lot, and LeBron gets the GOAT questions a lot. Like when you have those constant conversations about it, that's kind of what keeps you in the conversation. And obviously, his passing is sad, but I think that's part of the reason.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like Kobe, so the narratives are starting to get out there too, man. It's sad to see. Last one I got for you, Doug. There's a guy on YouTube who beat an NBA player in a one-on-one matchup. A washed NBA. I don't remember who it was. It was like Brandon Rush or somebody like that.
Yeah. I think it was Mario Chalmers.
Mario Chalmers?
I think it might have been somebody else. I think it was something like that, yeah.
Well, his name is Devontae FRIGA, and he's challenging. He said, are there any G League players who run a 1-1s. I want smoke. Now, I know you play for a G League team, and I don't know what you can say and what you can't say. But you accepting the matchup or what?
Bro, easy.
Easy?
Easy. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. Pull up, bro. Like, no, I'm not even going. Like, it's no disrespect. It's just, it's like people have that conversation of like, when you look at, oh man, why is he in the NBA? He's trash. Like when you look at guys like bottom bench guys, like people talk about Pat Bev and like guys like that. Bro, Pat Bev used to average 30 overseas. Like Pat Bev is tough. Like don't get it twisted, bro. Like people think it's just sweet. Nah, bro. If you was like that, bro, you'd be playing.
Facts.
Like,
Friga's in Vegas. Pull up is
pull
on.
Up, bro. We could hoop at the park, at the Lifetime Fitness, at wherever you want, bro. Pull up. Like you can bring the cameras, you can bring whatever you want. I'm not running. Yeah.
There it is. Run it, baby. Run it.
So yeah, man. It's funny, bro. Like I get it. Like guys think they got it like that, but if you was really like that, you'd still be playing basketball.
I also think too, it's easy to say ones because you can get hot with a couple shots. Like it's easy to say ones. You go to 12, you go to 15. Like, but to be an actual hooper and do it consistently, like he has nothing to lose. He's gonna get views from it no matter what. Him to say, "Oh, I beat a G League player," like
And bro, if you want to play ones, like legit ones, let's play full court ones. Not the where you get it at the elbow. Not where you get it at the elbow in your little sweet spot and you just, you got a couple moves. Like, nah, we're not doing that.
Hold on. You said full court ones. Like, we going full court or we starting at half court? Like, half court, bro. I ain't never played no full court ones in my life.
No, I'm just saying, like, people, when you see ones and, like, bro, people take, like, 15 dribbles. They start on the right side. They go to the left side of the court. That's not legit, bro. Like, if you want to play ones, let's play either like 5-second shot clock. You get 3 dribbles, something like that. Like let's make it legit. So,
well, I know offensively he ain't gonna do much with you opening his chest like that, bro.
Bro, if I got 15 dribbles, bro, it's raps for me. It's raps for Friga.
Yo, we got to put that out there, bro.
I've seen him hoop though. He hooped in the TBT. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but.
He might have worked on his game since then, bro. He's like, so did I. But so did I. All right, y'all. Well, that does it for this episode of Talk Yo Talk. Make sure y'all check us out on the live on the YouTube. We'll be back some more hoop and NFL talk. Peace.
Yes, sir.
You got clip.